Hey everybody, Jason Zickerman here. I hope all of you are doing great. I would like to ask you all a question. Have you ever experienced a false summit? Now I personally am a very passionate rock climber and mountaineer. And if you've ever climbed or hiked a very large mountain, then you probably have experienced a false summit. Meaning that you felt that you're almost at the top of your climb, only to learn that you have a long, long way to go. Now when this happens, it is often emotionally defeating and it takes a ton of energy for us to rebound. But with a little bit of planning, with a little bit of forethought, these false summits, well, they're avoidable. And false summits also happen within our businesses. And in some cases, they happen far too often. Let's say you have a project. In this particular example, let's say it's a CRM system. You feel that you've done all the technical work and you prepared the training for your sales team. You train all the users and you have a great sense of satisfaction. This project is really ready to roll out. But then, very shortly after the rollout, you realize that this initiative, well, it's not really going according to plan. This, folks, this is an example of a false summit. You start noticing that there are many members of the team either not using the system or they're just using it really poorly. So what does one do? Well, you start to evaluate your process. You start to try to identify what the heck went wrong. And then you start to realize that although the training had many milestones along the way, you didn't really identify what success would look like at each milestone. You realize that your training that you put together, well, it wasn't done effectively, or it wasn't comprehensive enough, or you didn't maintain it long enough. And that maybe you thought that you realized that all of a sudden there were more people that need to be involved in this process and training. And now you have a long, long way to go to make this CRM system stick and to become a very valuable part of your organization. All of this pain, all of this stress, well, quite frankly, was all due to a lack of planning. And this can be so defeating. And worse, the system may fail now simply because you didn't plan the entire ascent of that project. So my advice to you is when you plan out a project, particularly a complicated one, plan it out fully. Take your time. Consider what needs to be done. Consider who else might need to be involved. And by doing this, there is a much greater chance that you're going to avoid these very demoralizing false summits. Give it a try in your next big project. Let me know what you think.